welcome to my channel. It's Amber Michelle here, and I'm so glad you clicked on this video. I'm excited. I haven't done a homeschool video in a while, and I have some new ideas, some new plans that I want to share with you today. So we just finished our 8th year of homeschooling. I have 5 students right now that are in what I would call legitimate school, and my 2 littles, which are Stella and Magnolia, are 4 and 2, and Stella's almost 5. She'll be 5 in October. I am going to do some preschool with them over this summer. So I just had this idea a month or 2 ago that, hey, I'm going to start collecting up some stuff, and when I finish school with the big kids, I'm going to spend some time over the summer working with the 2 littles and making them feel special and like they have their own school. So that was my idea and my concept in the beginning, which over the course of the last 8 years, we've really mostly schooled and had a short break. This is our first summer, which I'm just so glad this is the way it worked out, because I am currently 26 weeks pregnant with our 8th baby, that I have some time this summer to do stuff with them and take a break from schooling the older kids. So today, my hopes are to show you all the things, give you some creative ideas, some free ideas, and some more pricey ideas of how you can do your preschool. Now, in saying that, I have taught all different ages. I've started girls and boys, which I find a difference in all of those different factors. There are times when I've started school with one of the kids and they weren't ready, and we stopped and started again later. That's also what happened with Stella. She kind of was excited and wanted to start, and then all of a sudden she was done with it. And so now I really feel like she's matured so much in the past, I guess that's 8 months, and she's just ready to go. So I got all these things I'm gonna kind of sit down and show you and explain to you. Right now, we just finished our homeschool year, and the next homeschool video that's gonna come out is gonna be a recap of our current year that we just finished. I'm gonna let you know what we didn't enjoy, the things that we loved, things that I won't be doing again, and kind of those kind of ideas. Okay. So some of those things that maybe the curriculums that we're not going to use again, and I have some good fresh, I feel like when a year ends, I always get a bunch of good fresh new ideas, and last year was definitely our best homeschool year yet. So hopefully it only gets better, because we've had some rough ones. I do love homeschool. I love the freedom that it brings our family with the profession that my husband is in. He works different hours. He's not on a set schedule all the time. So I love that our homeschool can be flexible. Of course, that's the main factor for the freedom. Also, I love being my kids' teacher and the one to help them and know when they need to slow down, when they can run ahead and speed up. Do I love every part of homeschool? Absolutely not. It's not always fun. It's not always easy, but it is so worth it for our family. So let's just get into this, and I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna just show you each thing that I got, and all of the resources that I can, I'm gonna link below, and even the free resources and websites, I will have those linked so that you can just go click on those and check them out for yourself. So I hope you enjoy. Thank you for joining me. Let's get started. So my idea for today is to show you the things that I've got, and I will link what I can below. I will link some free resources and some of the things that I purchased. I am not saying in any way, shape, or form that you need to do all of these things for your preschooler at home, or that you need to buy all of these things. I'm definitely a bargain shopper, and I also did invest in a couple of things that will last a long time. So let's get into it. The first resource I want to show you is actually free. I just found this resource from Phil and Alex. She had posted in her stories, but I had already bought a couple of items from this company. It's called Learning Resources. You might already have heard of it. I might be late to the train. I don't know. But there are literally hundreds of free printables, and so that's exactly what I did. And I'm just going to kind of show you quickly some of the things that I was able to print off, like cutting skills booklet, math skills, and these are literally for preschool, and then they even have some for toddlers, so geared towards that age category. And these were cool, I thought. Some of them, I mean, I think I printed over 400 sheets of work, and not just for the two littles. There is some that went into my older kids, and those were even bigger books to print. If you have a very expensive printer, I don't. I mean, I have an HP, but I'm able to get like the knockoff ink from Amazon, and I literally pay $13.77, I think, every few months for the XL ink cartridges for my printer. So I'm able to print a lot of pages for really cheap, which helps so much in my homeschool. Some of these resources, I didn't print the cover page because it was just a lot of ink for something that I didn't need. But as you can see, this is all about bears, and it's gonna work through all kinds of activities, learning activities. And I printed two different ones. I think one was all about counting, I believe, and one had to do more with sorting and matching. So I printed these off. They have like alphabet activities. These were colorful, but it wasn't full page of color. I printed all three of these, and you can see my computer was running out of ink at this point. But I printed these booklets, and they were 13 pages each. And just, I know you can get these at the Dollar Tree, little books just like this that practice letters. But I was there, I was printing, and it was nice and easy for me to do. Numbers, letters, shapes. This will be all activities and pages that I can also make copies of. That's why I choose not to hole punch a lot of the curriculum that I have, because I end up making copies over time. And this one is for my older kids, but I just had to print this because I thought it was fantastic. All of the money activities that, like I said, I can make copies and keep using because I'll be teaching kids for a whole bunch of years. Okay, and so with the learning resources, I bought a big pack of cardstock from Amazon. I think it was like a 500 sheet ream of cardstock, and it printed things like the cards. Okay, all of the cards already had the dotted lines to cut out, so it was super easy. Me and my daughter cut them out, put them in Ziploc bags, and we have same and different ABC flashcards, and these actually have the pictures to go with the letters. These flashcards are colors and shapes, and then this is an alphabet puzzle game, and I just printed the instructions and put it in the bag. And then they also have on that same website, they have games, and this I thought was very cool. Printed on cardstock, and it looks like a game for the kids, and as you can see, there was a place for you to attach it. So this is all around the playground shapes and colors game. These are Star Wars Ziploc bags. That's why you're seeing stormtroopers here. And this is an early learning game. It tells you all the instructions for that, along with this picnic party game. And each one is themed learning. It tells you the objective. We have Barnyard Chorus. This was also when I was running out of ink, obviously. And then season matchup, a seasonal game for the kids. So these are fantastic free resources. I mean free as in free for you to print. And this is just an example of one of the things for the older kids besides the money that I had printed. And it was all different life cycles. And I thought this was so cool. I'll probably just end up putting it on my wall this year for the kids. Okay, this is something that I did pay for in order. If you're familiar with The Good and the Beautiful, with me and all of the children that I teach at different ages, I really like how they're able to put so many different subjects into one. So this is just the pre-K course that I'm gonna start with her. I'm just gonna flip through quickly and show you a few things. She started a little bit on it. We were testing her out, and I felt like she just wasn't ready, and now she wants to be in the school, and she's definitely ready for this. And so it's going to teach her, obviously, lettering, and it has games and cutting practice. I love how even at the pre-K level, they work on introducing art and artistry and pictures of art, from all time periods and all over the world, and also geography. And this is just beautiful, beautiful curriculum. I've used in my 8 years many different curriculums. I am enjoying the Good and the Beautiful for all of my kids, for what they do have for them. It also has these an activity packet that you prepare very simply by cutting. I just do the same thing with the Ziplocs. Cut the activity and leave the instructions inside, and it's ready to go when it's time for her to use them. We're just gonna get started with this. I had ordered it, like I said, and tried it a little. This is something new by Good and the Beautiful, and I just thought this was so cute. It's her own little handwriting, which all of my kids do the Good and the Beautiful handwriting, and it's literally going through, it's called doodles and pre-writing for littles. And so it's just going to teach her how to follow lines. Starts with curves, loops, and waves and spirals, and goes all the way through to more intricate, just following dotted lines. It's going to help her, coordination. These are the letter flip booklets that go with the pre-K course, and all you have to do is trim the dotted lines, and it has all of the letters and pictures that go with that. So I know that this is newly released. I have used a couple of the Good and the Beautiful Sciences. This was so cute and fairly inexpensive to order. And look at this, it's just adorable. So this is what I'm gonna start science with the girls, and it's just an introduction to mammals. And so it came with a I Spy Mammals in Nature book, which is really cute for them. And then there's a reading book that you read and go through with the kids. And then there's a small and large mammal flip book. So this is really, it's the same thing. You perforate and put the animals together. It's really just a cute beginning to science resource, and I am looking forward to doing this with them. I know that they love animals, so this will be something that they have a good time with. Okay, the next thing I want to show you is these fabric letters. I actually got this at a local farmer's market. This sweet lady made tons of different products, but when I saw these, I was like, I can use these forever. So she literally just sewed different fabric letters, and I can't link this, but they are so precious and so cute. And working with the girls, you can do this on the floor, anywhere. It's just something else for them to practice letters and their alphabet recognition, singing the alphabet song, all of the fun things. And it came in this really cute little pouch. Another alphabet resource, and this is what I had ordered before I saw that Alex had shown this learning resources and that they were using it. I had already ordered this, and it was in the mail from Amazon. This is $20, and in each acorn it has an object to represent the letter. So A is an apple, and inside of the acorn is the apple. It has the capital letter on the outside of the acorn, and under the cap it has the lowercase letter. And it goes all through the alphabet. I thought these would be fun. I had seen someone post about the locks and keys, but that was, I want to say $47 for that kit, and this was $20, so I felt like this was something that, of course, I can use for the next few children, but also not too expensive. And then this was $13 on Amazon. I just thought this was adorable. These are just a dozen of eggs, and in each egg is a color and a shape that they match. So you can have them all unsorted, or just go through them one at a time and match the shape and talk about the color and have your little dozen eggs. So just another learning resource, especially for Magnolia, being that she's almost, well, she's 2.5. This is something that she can begin with. And then for like free play, my older girls absolutely love their Aquadoodle mats. I didn't buy the Aquadoodle from the store. I ordered this on Amazon, and it was also $13. And it just came with the mat, and I figured get the one with letters on it so that they could practice, and they have played on it the past couple of days. But I was happy because it came with multiple water pens. So there was 3 large and 3 small water pens, and then it also came with some stencil shapes for them to play with. And so that's just like, hey, you know, sit down and free play, and we can learn to draw things and practice letters with this mat. And so that's another resource. Also something I'm doing for this coming year with them is with my older kids, the first half of the year, I always do motivational prizes. So at the end of each week, if they fill up a sticker chart or however we decide to do it, punch cards, they'll get like a little prize. I'm always on the hunt, always shopping for clearance prizes. I like the deals. And so even if it's just a small piece of candy, a small toy, that's what I did here. Our local Dirt Cheap, which is a store that I just refused to go in for years, and then someone local had said that ours was really good, Target stuff. I was like, okay, I'll give it a try. So I did, and I've been 3 times within the last month and a half. Right now, our local Dirt Cheap happens to have tons of school supply products really cheap. Most of it's from Target. It probably still has Target logos on it and stuff, and like ridiculous. So like if a notebook was $3, it's 60 cents. If highlighters were $4.95, they're $1. It's that kind of thing. I don't know how long it lasts. Like I said, I'm new to Dirt Cheap, so I'm not like a pro at it, but I know that they have an app now that you can scan items when you're there, and it also gives you notifications for their big sales that they're having. So I know that ours is loaded with school supplies right now, and you can go rack up. I already bought most of the things that I need for our upcoming school year, and we're just finishing our current school year now. Okay, so this is the girls' little prize box, and I just got some little squishies. They love this kind of stuff. I don't even know, this was probably 50 cents, and little slimes that they're only allowed to play with outside, of course, and finger eyes, stamps, Rolos, that kind of thing. And these are the little punch cards I had found the year before, and I just did a hole punch, and as they would get the first 5, they'd get a prize, and then the next 5 they would get a prize. So I'm going to do that with them, and they kind of know about it, so it's going to make them feel like they're in school and all the fun stuff. And then this box is just full of little activities that some of it I've collected and some of it's new. This is just letter blocks, nature activities. I did get these at Target for $1 a while back and haven't done them, but it's just all the things that you can go find outside, and they put it inside of the bag. I thought that would be fun with them. There's all the, little crafting activities, books, and back here I found these at Dirt Cheap too. These are balloon activities. They love balloons. This is it was not $3. I think these ended up being less than $1. And this is just a food learning activity, felt activity. I picked up watercolor paint there. Anyway, all kinds of really inexpensive items. The last thing I want to show you is my investment pieces that I got for the girls. This is something I'm obviously very much an Amazon shopper. I decided to get the girls each a Kindle Fire. Now they have the Kindle 7 Kids Edition, 8 and 10. They're different sizes. They all have different specs. So these are 32 gig, 8-inch screen, and they all come with a protective case, a 1-year free time where you get all of their resources for free after the 1 year. I believe it's $2.99 a month for all of those resources. I loved that it came preloaded with tons of good stuff. I love that they could sign right into our Disney Plus, they could sign into our Netflix, whatever we have, and the new editions all come with a stand on the back, which was super convenient. We went ahead and bought expandable storage for them, the micro cards with extra storage. So these came with 32 gigs. I bought another 32 gig card. That way when we're on the road, when we're going places, Maggie is purple and Stella is pink. When they're in the car, they'll have downloaded things to watch and play. But mostly I was thinking that the educational games, we can sit down when I have the baby and I'm holding the baby, I'm nursing the baby, we can be doing educational games and activities, or the older girls can help them. So the 7s were $99 a piece. That's where I kind of started and started doing reviews and research. I did a lot of research before I purchased these because I wanted to know that I was getting the right ones for them or the best deal. And so those would have been $200 for the pair. These are the 8s. They were $179, but they had a deal right now. They have a deal going on. If you buy 2, you got 25% off the total. And I don't know how it ended up coming out, but it was $209 for the both. So $105 a piece. So that made them only $5 more than the 8, and that was worth it for me. So I purchased these as a pair, and obviously they have boy colors. They had blue. I think they had 4 colors total. I decided to go with these for the girls. And then they had the 10. The 10 specs were a little bit better, but the expandable storage for these go up to 1 TB, and the expandable storage for the 10 only goes up to 510, which I'll probably never get near that for them. But I did like that option. Sound quality was better than the 7s, so I just went with the 8s. It was a deal. The 10s were $199 a piece, so that would have been $400 for the total. The total for these was $210. So this was my investment piece. I am not telling you to go out and buy all of these things. So some of these were free, some of these were purchase items, clearance. This is how I like to do things. I shop, I do deals, and I'm all about sharing curriculum. Me and my brother and sister-in-law, we share things and definitely try to save as much money as we can. Lastly, I got the girls, these are called Cozy Phones. I got them each a pair of cozy headphones. Maggie's very small to keep headphones on her head, so I was really thinking of her. I got purple to match her purple Kindle, and I just thought these were really cute. They're not very, very loud, so you can position the little headphones in there anywhere according to where their ears land, and so it's very soft. I was worried about it being 2 things: hot, and I was also worried about it being tight, and it is neither of those things because it's very stretchy. Just the material of it, the way it sits on their head, it's cozy. That's why they're called cozy phones, I guess. But if it was an older child, they might think that they're not loud enough, and so you might want to get the adult cozy phone that doesn't have the limited sound. And then for Stella, she got the unicorn. These were both $10 a piece on Amazon, and I don't remember if I told you that the expandable card that I bought was $8 a piece. So like I said, this was an investment, but this is something that they'll be able to use for a few years, especially them being so young. Well, thank you guys for joining me for this video today. More than anything, I hope that some of these resources help you. I hope that it gives you creative ideas for your preschool, for your young ones. And I'm going to link all of this stuff that I can for you and this learning resources website so that you can check that out. And I just want you guys to know that I'm so excited about all the videos that I have planned. Me and my daughter Mia have been just brainstorming, and we have so many fun, good, creative ideas. I almost can't stand it. So my next video that has to do with homeschool is going to be my recap. I'm going to recap our year, what we liked, what we weren't too crazy about, and things that I'm going to be changing. So I'm excited about that video. I'm 26 weeks today. I am in the last week of my 2nd trimester, which means that things are really getting close, and I have so much to do and so many plans, and I want to share those things with you. I'm excited about you coming along on this pregnancy, homeschool, motherhood, shopping journey with me. Always remember, whatever you're going through, God is always there. Be blessed. Peace.